Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here on the west coast of Canada. In fact, on the beautiful Vancouver Island. It's a large island off the coast here, about an hour ride from Vancouver. I hope everybody is having a great week so far, staying healthy and staying productive. In this class, everyone, we are looking at IELTS Task 2 writing. Specifically, we will talk about how to start smart in your Task 2 writing so that you can work towards that Band 9 essay. There's definitely some important planning that has to go into Task 2 essay before you begin your writing. This is a members chat class. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch. Welcome Arda, hi Akshay, hi Rashika, and welcome to our moderator, Carolina. This class is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS success. Please visit us there. And for the general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of those websites, we have lots and lots of information to help you improve for the writing section as well as the other sections of the exam. Okay. Arda, admin at aehelp.com or Adrian at aehelp.com. Both of those emails are good. You will get a response within about 24 hours of sending your email. So that's fine. Good morning, June. I hope you're having a good morning there over in Alberta, our neighboring province. All right, everyone. So our academic IELTS website looks like this. It's got this blue background. You can click this big red button to join our premium package. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access, so it's well worth it. We are an official British Council IELTS Test Registration Center and certified agents, so you are in great hands with us. And this is our general IELTS web portal here. We keep the two modules separate. It makes sense. It's for different purposes. General is usually for immigration purpose, and it's got the green background, gieltshelp.com. You can click this big red button to join our premium package there. Okay. All right. Carolina is saying, Arda, please check the community tab and let me know if you can see the link to the Discord group. Okay, Carolina, thanks for sharing that. All right, everyone. So it's kind of a really fun and exciting news this morning. I've started a new YouTube channel that's quite different, but also very important for IELTS success. Check out this new YouTube channel. It's called Fun Run. So search for the Fun Run channel and you'll see a few videos there. This is a fitness channel focusing on running. And one of the big important parts of life and success in school is fitness. I do very strongly believe that in order to be successful in life, it's important to exercise regularly. Our bodies are designed for movement, for cardiovascular exercise. And in this spirit, as a person who likes to run and jog regularly, I have started a new channel called Fun Run. And I just wanted to show you that really quickly. Here's this channel. Carolina has been amazing helping me put this channel together as well. So thank you to Carolina for that. On this channel, you get to enjoy going on runs with me and in the future with different people around the world in different locations. You can send your own runs so they can appear on this channel. And again, regular exercise is a great way to indirectly improve your academic performance, including your band scores on IELTS. So check out that channel. It's called Fun Run, and definitely be fit for IELTS. It's a great way to improve your confidence and to improve your scores. You'll think better. You'll be more focused. All right, and again, yeah, if you have questions, just send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com, and I'll get back to you in due time. Okay, we've got classes all the way until Saturday, so make sure to tune in for those. We'll have more classes tomorrow and on Saturday as well. And now let's get into our IELTS Writing Task 2 question. And you're going to notice that this question will focus on the concept of academics and fitness. All right. Okay, so here we go, everyone. Step number 1, when you get to your task 2, always start with task 1 and then go to task 2. Task 2, here we go. Read the question very, very carefully. Okay, your first step is always to read the question very carefully. So let's do that now. IELTS task 2 writing, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Many people believe that physical fitness is essential for academic performance, as I just mentioned. How does exercise benefit school performance, and what can people do to maintain a regular fitness routine? Okay, so, and of course that has to be a question. So, what can we do to maintain that regular routine? Give explanations and examples for your response. Write at least 250 words. Okay, so for some of the members who may already know this, after you read the question, what should you do? So what should be your first step before you begin to even think about any ideas for the essay? There's one very important step that you should always take when you see an essay question on the IELTS or in your studies. What should you do? What is a really important step? Let's see if some students can remember this. Yeah, so Nick Hill says paraphrase the question. Right, and why do you want to do that? So why would you want to paraphrase the question? So why is it a good idea to paraphrase a question? What's the reason for that? It's not just your introduction, okay? So sometimes students just paraphrase the question and they think, hey, that's my introduction for task 2, but that's not very effective. When students or candidates do that, they usually only get like a band 6 or a 6.5. So we do paraphrase the question, and there's a couple of really good reasons for that. Yeah, Deebarak, to show not the examiners that you understand the question, to show yourself that you understand the question, and to collect vocabulary and to deeply understand it. That's right, Nick Hill. Deebarak, paraphrasing the question is not necessarily your introduction, okay? Again, students who simply just paraphrase the question for their introduction will usually not get very high band scores. You have to do more than that, okay? But you should paraphrase it in your planning. Okay, you should always plan your essay, and step 1 is to paraphrase the question to make sure that you understand all parts of it, think about it deeply, and gather useful vocabulary. Okay, so go ahead and paraphrase this question. So use your own words, paraphrase this question. I will do the same, and then we'll compare, and hopefully we'll get lots of great vocabulary, and we'll start to think about it in a deeper sense, okay? All right. So there's my paraphrase. Even doing the rest of the question is a good idea. All right. And do this nice and quickly. Don't spend too much time on this. So again, do it nice and fast. If some of the words you're just repeating because you can't think about a synonym right away, that's absolutely okay. Don't spend too much time on the paraphrasing, okay? The paraphrasing is just to get the cogs of your brain, the wheels of the brain moving and turning and thinking about the question, okay? So here's my paraphrase to the original question. A lot of individuals ascertain that a healthy body is vital for good learning. In what ways does physical activity assist school performance, and how can people ensure that to do this on a daily basis? Provide explanations and examples for this perspective. Okay, so I'm happy with that. It will suffice. Okay. June says, numerous individuals suppose that keeping ourselves fit is vital to achieving good grade point average. In which ways can working out be beneficial to academic ability? And how can we keep up with a routine fitness plan? Okay, June, good. So a couple of slight grammatical mistakes, but overall very, very good. Okay. All right. Akshay says, certain people ascertain that a fit body is important for better academic scores. How does regular exercise help to get good scores in school? Okay, and Akshay, don't forget the rest of the question. What can people do to maintain a regular exercise routine, right? Rashika says, a lot of individuals ascertain that physical well-being is crucial for educational achievements. Very nice. How does physical fitness merit school, and what can individuals do to continue everyday fitness? Very nice, Rashika. Rashika, your paraphrasing has really come a long way over the months. Good for you. Okay. Mohit writes, many individuals consider that for academic performance, it is important to be physically fit. How can physical fitness aid school performance? Very nice start, Mohit. Just a couple of slight mistakes, but overall, very good. All right, and then step 2 is to identify the topic and controlling idea. So when we talk about the topic, we basically ask ourselves, what are we really talking about here? Okay, so always be able to identify the topic. Oftentimes, candidates assume right away that they clearly know what the topic of an essay question is, and then they start writing, and it's very, very dangerous without explicitly, clearly identifying the topic, because if you miss the topic, no matter how good your writing is as far as vocabulary and grammar, you will not get a good band score, okay? IELTS examiners really look at the content of your essay for those band 7, band 8, band 9 scores. So you have to have really good content. So don't just skip over thinking about the topic. Clearly identify it. So what is this essay about? So how would you, in a concise way, tell a person what this essay is about? So what's the topic of this essay? What are we really writing about here? Okay. Sammy says it's the importance of physical fitness for better academics. Yeah, Rashika, importance of physical fitness for academic achievement. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the connection between fitness and academic performance. Yeah, I agree. So this essay, we're talking about the connection between fitness and academic performance. So how are those two related? How are they connected? Okay. And what's the controlling idea or controlling ideas? Okay. So very good. Yeah, ARDA, that's another nice way to say it. So the impact of physical fitness on academic performance. It's a little bit easier to say it that way, ARDA. Okay. All right. And what's the controlling idea? Very nice. I'm happy to see that most of you are able to identify, if not all of you, are able to identify the topic very, very accurately, and that's great. That means you're going to have a much, much better essay. Okay. Okay, Sammy says, so in what ways does it help academics? Sorry, and how can we maintain it, right? So how do we maintain it? Sorry, I got a little bit of a frog stuck in my throat there. There we go. That's better. Nothing like a bit of water to get that frog out of my throat. Okay, so in what ways does fitness aid learning, and how can it be maintained? All right. So now that we have our topic and our controlling idea, the next step is to apply some critical thinking. Welcome to our group of members, Deanne, 10. Nice to have you on board. So the next step, step number 3, is apply critical thinking to the topic and controlling idea. Okay, and that simply means ask what, why, and how about each. Okay. So our first question is, what is the connection between fitness and learning? Okay. And this is where it gets kind of fun, because when you really start to think about these questions, you come up with some really clever ideas that might not be so easy to think of right away without breaking it really down like this. Okay. Nick Hill, it's like you're reading my mind. So Nick Hill writes, what is the connection between physical fitness and academic scores? Yeah, absolutely. And what's the answer to that? So what is the connection between fitness and learning? Okay. I wonder what you will answer for this one. Okay, I've got a couple of answers, and many of you know that my major in university was psychology, so my degree is in psychology, and I have a couple of pretty good ideas around this answer. I want to see what you come up with. So what is the connection? So Mohit says fitness helps to keep the brain active. Okay, Mohit, I think you're on the right track. I'm curious how some other students will answer this question. Okay, again, what I can give you as your IELTS trainer is not just the vocabulary and grammar that you're learning throughout this lesson in English, but a good way to think. Okay. Artist says a functional brain would be in a strong body. Deepika says physically fit people are more productive with time. I don't think, Deepika, that that's actually answering this particular question. That might be an answer later on. Okay. Akshay says a student can concentrate more on a difficult task. I like the previous answers about the functional brain a little bit more. Sammy says exercise will assist to think better and have a refreshed mind. Okay, Debarak says regular exercise helps boost the brain and aid our thinking. So, okay, June says fitness, less likely to get sick, stronger immunity. more productivity, better metabolism. Yeah, the connection really is that both learning and fitness are part of our physical existence, right? Namely the brain. So our brain is a part of our body, and it is also what is used to produce learning or understanding knowledge. So the connection between fitness and learning is both fitness and learning are directly related to brain function. And let's go a step further and say brain and body function. Okay? Does that make sense? So when you're thinking, when you're planning, students, what you want to do is you want to think of simple, clear ideas, okay? Keep your thoughts simple and clear. Now, when I say simple, simple is not necessarily easy. It's actually quite challenging sometimes to come up with the clear, simple idea, okay? The clear, simple idea here is both fitness and learning are directly related to brain and body function. Would everybody agree with that? That our ability to learn and our capacity to do fitness are both related to our physical being, right? So the brain is not separate from the body, right? Okay. So why? So why is fitness, or why does fitness impact learning? Okay, and I think some of the answers that you wrote for the last question actually work better for this one. Okay, all right. So what is the connection between fitness and learning? Both are directly related to brain and body function. And why does fitness impact learning? Okay, so now some of you can give those answers that you gave previously. Okay. So this is where June gave a couple of good ideas. So June says it improves immunity, metabolism, and blood circulation. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, Arda says that helps to focus. Yeah, and it builds confidence. So why does fitness impact learning? It improves your immunity, so you don't get sick, you don't miss school days. It helps your metabolism, so you're able to stay calm and confident. It helps your blood circulation, so you're able to think faster, you're able to concentrate more. So simply you learn more effectively, right? That's how those two are related, and it's very, very true. Many students who are high-performing students in academics also pursue some form of fitness. If it's not running, then it's going to be swimming, tennis, squash, so some form of fitness, okay? Yeah, so Natalie says it helps to reduce the amount of adrenaline, helps to focus on studying. Sure, okay. And how? How can the effects of fitness be observed in learning? And here you're just thinking of an example. So going for a 30-minute run in the morning can be seen in an improved IELTS score. From band 6 to band 7. And I genuinely believe that, students, that one of the ways that students around the world can actually improve their IELTS scores, and of course many other parts of life, so not just academics in school, but other parts of life as well, better sleep, for example, is by picking up some sort of regular physical exercise, right? So doing exercise regularly. Now, we want to ask one more question here before we go on. So this is basically asking questions about the topic, but asking these questions about the topic, it's also giving us some ideas about the controlling ideas, okay? So we also have some good information here for the controlling ideas. We should ask another important question before we consider writing our introductory paragraph. What is that question? Okay, so what is one more question that we want to ask before we dive into the introductory paragraph? Always keep the original task 2 question in mind as you're working through this planning phase, okay? So it is systematic, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, right? And Rashika, very good. Rashika, you did not forget, and that's great. So how can we maintain physical fitness? Yeah, so how can we make it a routine? So how can people make physical fitness routine? That's a very good question, and I really would love to hear your opinion about it. So how can we do it? How can people make physical fitness a routine? What can we do? What do you think? Okay, and I know it can be very challenging. Sometimes it's very challenging for me to make sure that I go on my regular morning runs. As you can imagine, I run a company, I live stream to YouTube, I love my work, I love my family, and I've got a newborn, yet I still go for runs. Today I'm going for a run as well. So what do you think? What does a person like me do to make sure that I'm regularly going for these runs? So how do we do that? Okay. That's one of the biggest tricks. So Arda says, apply for a gym membership. Yeah, maybe Arda. I definitely know that there are a lot of people who buy gym memberships and then never use it. So there has been a lot of money spent on gyms where the members did not show up. So getting a gym membership, maybe. Very nice. Okay. So I really love what Devansh wrote. Devansh says, making it a priority. Okay. So creating an exercise schedule. So scheduling it, like saying, you know, tomorrow I'm going to go for a run between 8 and 9 a.m., right? So creating an exercise schedule and making it a priority. Okay, so this is probably the dad in me with this bit of added advice. So how can people make physical fitness a routine? By creating an exercise schedule and making it a priority. So exercise above all else. That's kind of my motto. So I will not sacrifice exercise for any reason. Okay. Of course, there can be emergencies in life, but generally speaking, I will never prioritize anything above exercise because exercise is the foundation for your success. So common excuses that I hear, and again, this is a little bit of the father in me, is These are the really common excuses why people don't exercise. And of course, you have to be careful not to go off topic in your essay, all right? Stay on the positive side, but definitely it's not a bad idea to think about this. So I have too much schoolwork. Well, if you exercise, you're going to be more efficient, you'll have more energy, you'll be able to concentrate more, so the exercise will actually help you with the extra schoolwork that you have. Another common one that I hear is, I don't have enough energy or time, and I know that all smart people don't actually believe that to be true, because when you exercise, you get more energy, and you can have more energy with less sleep. So your return on investment when you exercise is fantastic. So if you exercise 40 minutes a day, you'll actually have 2-3 hours more energy during the day, right? Making exercise a priority and understanding its value, its return on investment, is a great way to make sure that you maintain a regular schedule. Okay, good. So we've got lots of information here, and without really going too far down this rabbit hole, we have our next step, and I believe that is now step 4. And it's a very, very important step, is to come up with a direct thesis, okay, using this information. All right. So let's do that. So let's come up with the direct thesis. It's really important to identify a great thesis. A great thesis, you'll have a great essay. Bad thesis, you'll have a bad essay. Please come up with a great thesis. I'll show you what a bad thesis is, okay? For all of our viewers who are learning for the IELTS, do not do this, so avoid this kind of thesis, okay? And I know many of our members know this, so this is for a lot of our viewers while you're coming up with the thesis. So a bad thesis would be like, this essay will discuss the benefits of exercise for learning and will give some ways to do, and will suggest ways to maintain regular fitness. Okay, so this would be a bad thesis. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So June is asking just a question in IELTS writing: should we focus on government efforts or individuals or both? June, it really depends on the question, but don't get lost in governments should help people or people should help themselves. It's often both, so individuals are responsible for their own success, and of course, as members of society and countries, we're responsible for each other. So basically, you're asking me about the micro and the macro, and both are valid arguments depending on what the question is, but sound original. Okay, some essays really sound like templates where they say governments should educate people about, and it's always a very common answer, and it's not always the best answer, right? So especially something like this exercise, I would argue that it's mostly each individual's responsibility to exercise. We're all born with physical ability. We're born to move. It's our own responsibility. It's, yeah, the government can create programs for fitness, but it's really the individuals that have to do it. So good question. Don't write a template, okay? Just be really careful about that, June. All right, so this is a bad thesis. Let's see if anybody's come up with a good one. I'm going to write a thesis now myself, okay? And then we'll go from there. Now, when I do that, so I can go back and take a look at my paraphrase sentence to help me with some vocabulary. Okay, so A lot of individuals ascertain that a healthy body is vital for good learning. In what ways does physical activity assist school performance? All right. So regular physical exercise All right, so that would be your Band 9 thesis right there. Okay. Let's see what you've come up with. Mohit says, I agree with the idea that physical fitness aids academic performance since physical fitness is correlated with the adaptive ability of the brain to learn faster, which automatically uplifts. Mohit, it's a bit confusing and it's a bit long. Try to simplify. And Mohit, it's not a first-person essay. So if we look at the original question, it doesn't ask for your personal opinion. So this one would definitely be a third-person essay. You're not using the I, the me, or the my, or you're not using the you. Okay? So, Natalie, the word stamina is your ability to keep going. Okay? It's your endurance is another way to think about it. So stamina is your ability to wake up, start your studying, start your learning, and keep going all the way until the late hours of the day and still have lots of energy. So that's your stamina, okay? Deepika says, physical fitness benefits students by improving their overall brain and body function, and it can be made a routine by giving it utmost importance. Deepika, that is a fantastic thesis. That's a Band 9 thesis, Deepika. It's clear, it's accurate, it's concise. I love it. Very nice, Deepika. I would love to read a thesis statement like that for a student's response to this question. Very good. Okay, thumbs up for that. Devansh says, I believe that athletic strength has superficial benefits in educational curriculum as it helps to improve the focus of the brain as well as keeping a person in shape. Devansh, not bad. Just again, it's not a first-person essay, okay? Deepika, again, that's fantastic, okay? Arda says, I know what stamina means from FIFA. Yeah, because there's stamina in sport as well, right? It's especially in football. Right. Okay. Very good. So here is my thesis statement. Okay. Regular physical exercise is vital. This is a great place to use the word vital. So regular physical exercise is vital for school performance as it not only aids concentration, but also stamina. And a regular workout routine can be maintained by scheduling and prioritizing it. Okay. So kind of similar to what Deepika has. Okay. And now we can put together our introductory paragraph. Okay. Okay, and the introductory paragraph should have a hook, it should have background, and it should have your thesis statement. Okay, so it should have all of these components. Now again, your hook is a simple 8 to 10 word sentence that introduces the topic. Okay, it's very important to introduce the topic. So here we remember that the topic is the connection between fitness and academic performance. Okay, so let's write a hook about that. Devansh, it's not a first-person essay. Okay, first-person essay means that we write from our own subjective perspective, like I believe that, in my opinion. That's a first-person essay. A second-person essay is suggestive to your reader, so you should believe, you will see that. Okay, that's a second person. We never use the second-person voice in IELTS. All right, there are rare situations in school where you use it, but I'm not going to get into that. And the third person essay is the objective voice, where you do not use I or you. You simply speak in the objective voice of the general truth, like physical fitness is important for learning because. Okay, so if this is new for you, Devansh, definitely research first, second, and third person author voice writing. Okay. Nick Hill says the hook should be something like physical exercise plays an important role to boost academic scores. Yeah, Nick Hill, that will work. Or maybe a hook like this. Okay. Modern science has proven a strong connection between exercise and learning. Boom, right? Right straight to your reader. I'm sure many of you have read articles, seen TV shows, looked at magazines that talk about fitness and education, or fitness and learning. So simple, direct, to the point, right? Arda says, for a good academic performance, regular physical fitness is vital. Arda, that's suggestive, so that's argumentative. It's a good idea to avoid a suggestion or an argument in your hook because it comes across maybe too strongly for your reader right away. So you want to start a little bit more gentler, okay? A little bit more gentle, all right? Mohit says, it is seen that physical fitness has been the main role in student performance, learning, and capability. Okay. All right. Simple with your hooks. Keep your hooks simple. Okay. Not too many words. All right. So modern science has proven a strong connection between exercise and learning. And then the background. Okay. So definition. What are we talking about? And the importance. So what are we talking about here? Exercise and learning. How do we define that? And why is it important to talk about that? Now in the IELTS, you can combine this into one sentence. So the definition and the importance, okay? And we take this from our planning, okay? All right. So the brain is a biological machine which needs to be healthy in order to perform optimally, and this is key for students' success throughout their school years. Okay? I'm going to take out the word key. I overuse that. I'm going to say essential. Okay? And then now all I have to do is stick my thesis in here. Okay, and I already have my thesis, so even though it might seem like, oh, we don't have enough time for planning, you actually will be able to write your essay much faster when you have good planning. So you're going to save time. It's kind of like exercise. You invest to get more. So by planning your essay, you're investing to get more in your 40 minutes to write the essay quickly, okay? So here's my introductory paragraph. Modern science has proven a strong connection between exercise and learning. The brain is a biological machine which needs to be healthy in order to perform optimally, and this is essential for students' success throughout their school years. Regular physical exercise is vital for school performance as it not only aids concentration, but also stamina, and a regular workout routine can be maintained by scheduling and prioritizing it. Okay, so that would be your Band 9 introduction to this essay. Okay. Nick Hill writes, it has been proven that doing regular workout each day, at least 30 minutes, to improve the body and brain function, in turn boosts academic performance for students in school. Nick Hill, that sounds a little bit more like an explanation for one of the body paragraphs, a little bit more than the background in the introduction. Okay. All right. Again, Deepika, same thing as with Nick Hill. It seems like you're jumping a little bit more towards the body paragraph content. All right. Okay, everyone. So that is how far we've gotten. I hope everybody is clear on that. Okay, so step by step, right? Hook, background, thesis. Okay, that's what you're going for. Okay, tomorrow, everyone, we will continue this essay with our body paragraphs and our conclusions. So spend some time thinking about that today, what kind of information you can include for those parts of the essay. And in the spirit of this essay's topic and physical exercise, I hope everybody is convinced to do a bit of physical exercise and to inspire you to do physical exercise. Again, check out this new channel that I started. You'll see a very different version of me on this channel than on the IELTS channel. The channel's called Fun Run, and it's really just about enjoying exercise, enjoying running at different locations in the world. We've got a couple of videos up there. I hope you like that. So that'll be something a little bit different for you today. Maybe it will inspire you about some information on this essay question as well. And again, for all of our students watching, you can check us out at aehelp.com for academic IELTS and gieltshelp.com for general IELTS. So I guess the saying that I'm going to leave you with today is practice what you preach. And I like to practice what I preach in this case. So I do believe that physical exercise is essential for everyday success and happiness, and definitely academic and IELTS success. So Deepika, I will put the link in the description. I've also pinned Carolina's link at the top of today's lesson, so you can click on that to check out that channel. Okay, thanks a lot, members, for your support. Hopefully I'll see you in the next class. I'm back in 30 minutes, and we will be doing some reading. So IELTS reading exercise, and definitely hang out for that. It will be valuable. That's it for now. Again, I'm back in half an hour. See you shortly. I'm Adrian, signing out from Victoria. Bye.